What is going on? Stacy over here at Make It a Blockbuster night. Been a minute since I've been on here and done a video, so figured this is long overdue. This is going to be a pretty crazy all over the place video. I'm going to do pretty much a haul video here for everything. Well, not everything, but a big majority of stuff that I've got. December, some Christmas stuff so far in January. Like I said, this is going to be all over the place. It's going to be long. It's going to be it'll be a mixture of collectibles, Blu-rays, 4Ks, VHS, some DVDs. There's vinyl in here, other collectibles, books. So it's kind of, like I said, it's going to be all over the place, but I haven't done one of these in a while. So figured out if I'm going to do this, I'll do a lengthy one. So, with that being said, stop wasting time because, like I said, this is going to take a bit. So let's get into it. I don't even know where to start. My couch is just over here, just completely full of stuff. But we will start with, let's do some VHS first. It's been a pretty good couple months for VHS. This obviously isn't everything I picked up, and I'm just going to go over some highlights. We'll start with, got a copy of Little Nicky. Got a copy of Trading Places. Got The Mask. Most of these range from anywhere from 44 cents to, there's a couple that were in the teens, which I'll get to when I get to those. But we got a copy of Bedazzled. Got Spider-Man. Oh, the glare. Picked up a copy of, this is a Sony release of The Hobbit, the animated. This was a cool find. This was a Goodwill find. Get used to this. Probably drop stuff all throughout this. But anyway, there is a copy of Twins. We got Toy Soldiers. We got a copy of Blast from the Past. All right, we'll get these out of the way. Let's see, we got Beavis and Butthead Do America. The New Guy. A copy of Kindergarten Cop. Dead Man on Campus. We got Summer of Sam. Was happy to find this. Don't see this too often out there. And a copy of John Carpenter's The Thing. I did hit a milestone in the VHS collection. I'm over 800 now. And this was number 800, actually. And this is a copy of Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. Yeah, let's see what else we got here for VHS. I got a bunch of music stuff here. This was a lot of stuff I found on eBay for relatively decent prices, so we'll go through this. We got Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. Vanilla Ice, Play That Funky Music, White Boy. These are music videos on here. This has got Ice Ice Baby, Play That Funky Music, and Stop That Train. We got MC Hammer, Hammer Time. More music videos. You can see on the back there. Boys to Men, Then and Now. Picked up Vanilla Ice Ninja Rap. Got this. Well, this wasn't too bad. This actually goes for a little bit on eBay, more than you would probably think, but I think I got mine fairly cheap. On that front, I did also grab Hammer with the Adams Groove. And for my wrestling fans out there, I did grab this as well. This is the Wrestling Album 2 Pile Driver, and this does have the music videos they released for this. And speaking of that, I also got History Lesson, the cassette tape of the Wrestling Album 2 as well. And then a couple other random cassette tapes I did find at Goodwill over the last couple months. I got a Paula Abdul, Forever Your Girl, and Tiffany. Alright, what do we want to do? Nope, there is some more. Nope, missed some VHS. There's 3 more of these. I did grab a copy of... These are the ones I spent a little more for on eBay. These were all probably between 10 and 15. I got Gleaming the Cube. We got Prayer of the Roller Boys. I know Mel and Garrett over the Rad Pack will enjoy these. And then, for good old Huck over at Pop Culture Cafe there, I did find a copy of Steel Frontier on VHS, and it's actually the screener as well. So that was a really cool find on eBay. I think this was probably around 15, but I wanted to grab this movie, and the DVD was basically the same price, if not more. Found this, I just wanted to grab the VHS, and with it being a screener, I thought that was kind of cool. All right, we'll go into... let's see. We'll do collectibles and stuff. We'll do Funkos next. Quite a few of these as well. A lot of these were Christmas gifts, but some random pickups. I did get this John Cena. Got a Hot Topic exclusive of the Glow in the Dark of Eric Draven from The Crow. Glare isn't too bad on that. Picked up, had to get the Worm, Dennis Rodman. We got some, as I throw them all over the place, some Fluffy. This was got this at Barnes & Noble. I don't think this was an exclusive, but special edition one. Chocolate Cake Fluffy. See, I got my popcorn bucket. Goes well with my Blockbuster one, so. We got, let's see, we got Trick or Treat, the Hot Topic Scare Fair Sam. We got the Scare Fair exclusive from Hot Topic as well of Chucky and Tiffany. This is a pretty cool one. I do like this. It's black and white as well. Had to grab the Skating Barbie and Skating Ken. And we got some of these bigger ones. We'll start with, there's a couple of wrestling ones I got. The WrestleMania WWE covers. I got the Hogan and Mr. T ones. There is Hogan. And there is Mr. T. These were clearance at Target for under $9, so grabbed them. But there is the Mr. T one. The glare on these is going to be extremely bad. And then I did get 3 of the Marvel covers, or just, they're not, these might all, like I say, these all might be Marvel, but these are the comic covers that they do. I got Deadpool. I think this was one that was on sale at Hot Topic, so I grabbed it. And then I do have 2 that I got at Target that were clearance. Both these were under $9 as well. I got Elektra. This one was actually $7.49. And that one's pretty cool looking. It's hard to see these in the plastic cases with the hard cases. It glares so much. And then I got Captain America. All right, so that'll take care of it for the Funkos. There's a couple more collectible items that I will show towards the end. They're kind of cool items. Let's see. We got a couple of random books here. I did pick up Built to Fail. This is the inside story of Blockbuster's Inevitable Bust. So looking forward to reading that. Wrestling book, Nitro. And then I will be doing this as well this year. I gotta get started on it, but I finally got this in. It got delayed from Amazon a couple weeks, but I finally come in. This is Everyone's a Critic, the 52-week movie challenge. So I'll be joining, I believe, KB. I think Huck's doing this and Mika's doing this. So I'll be joining it on that now that I finally got the book in. So that takes care of that. Let's see. There are a few more VHS here. Here's some clamshells I actually picked up. I did grab a copy of Gremlins just because it was the clamshell. We got Holes. Another reason I just grabbed it because it was a clamshell. And this one Tim will enjoy. I've already showed this. I showed it to him a couple times. But this is the Love Bug, but the one that's got Bruce Campbell in it. So that was an awesome find to find this. These were all good. I think those were all Goodwill finds at the same day, actually. But really happy to have that. Let's get into... Let's do some random DVDs here. These were mostly just some random thrifting pickup. Is some of the highlights. I just grabbed a few. I grabbed... This was Beat... Just got this. This cast is pretty awesome. Courtney Love, Kiefer Sutherland, Norman Reedus, Ron Livingston. So there's that. Found a copy of Better Luck Tomorrow. Pool House Junkies. Found this cool copy of The Stuff. Like I said, this is nowhere near. There's probably 100 more DVDs I have, but they're in bins. So these were just ones I had out that were some of the highlights, so I just grabbed these. I got Ned Kelly. Let's see. We got Donkey Punch. The Kings of Cult. This is kind of like a one-on-one interview. This is Roger Corman and Charles Band. They kind of sit down and interview each other. Thought that was a cool find. Had to pick this up. I saw Garrett post this a while back on his Instagram. It was an Alyssa Milano movie I completely forgot about, so I went on and grabbed it, and that is Body Count. We got... I finally found a copy of Bringing Out the Dead, so I went ahead and grabbed that. Got Chasers, another one that I've been looking for a while and finally came across it. This was actually an Amazon purchase. I watched this over in October during Halloween time. This movie was so much fun. Got Slaughterhouse. Hopefully someday this will get a Blu-ray treatment from somebody, but had to grab that. It was fairly cheap. And I did grab this as well. This is a signed DVD. Got this. This is Mind Meld, The Secrets Behind Voyage of a Lifetime. It's kind of a sit-down with Nimoy and Shatner, but this one is signed by William Shatner. Found this at Half Price Books for, I think it was $10, so... that was a no-brainer to get a Shatner autograph, so had to grab that. All right, well, speaking of signed stuff, we'll get into a handful of signed books I got. This was stuff over Black Friday from Barnes & Noble and some random finds I found thrifting and at Half Price Books. But we'll start with from Barnes & Noble. I get lucky enough to get the Schwarzenegger book. This was the last one they had. And his signature is in there. So that was a pretty cool one. Another one I was fairly fortunate to get. This didn't last very long at my Barnes & Noble either, but Patrick Stewart. This is Making It So. And his signature in there as well. Still got an awesome sig, so that was cool. Another one from Barnes & Noble. I did get the Out There Screaming, the Jordan Peele book. And that is signed by Jordan in there. Let's see what other... I think a couple more from Barnes & Noble. I did get John Stamos. And his signature, nice and big. That's pretty awesome. And then I grabbed 19 Steps. This is Millie Bobby Brown. A book that she wrote. Her signature is just basically her initials, but for the 25 bucks or whatever, it was worth getting hers. So, let's see what else is in here. I did get... These were all ones I found at Half Price Books. Got this Tom Arnold, How I Lost 5 Pounds in 6 Years. With a real nice inscription on it. So it's always kind of cool finding these signed books that have these crazy or long inscriptions on them. So cool to find that. I think that was like 15 bucks. I got this the same day as a Shatner, and the Shatner was actually cheaper than Tom Arnold. Go figure. We got, let's see here. Got Spike Lee. This is Spike Lee, Best Seat in the House. This is a basketball memoir. But this is signed by Spike, so that's why I grabbed it. I think this was 20 bucks or under, so I was pretty happy with picking that up. And the last two are a couple of basketball books. I did get a copy. I did find this. Shaq Attack by Shaquille O'Neal. And Shaq's auto in there. So that was a cool find. This was probably the most expensive one. I think this might have been maybe 35, but I had a 20% off, so it still ended up being fairly cheap for a Shaq. And the last one of this stuff, I did find a copy of Dennis Rodman's Walk on the Wild Side. First edition as well, so that's nice. And then the worm scribble there, but there you go. That is that stuff. Let's move into, we'll say what everybody is probably here for, the Blu-rays and stuff for last. I'm going to go into vinyl. I went down this rabbit hole the last like 6-7 weeks. I got myself a new turntable. Found one on Amazon. It was a real decent one, but it had a $50 or $60 coupon on it. Plus, I had some gift cards, so I bought that on Amazon. So I've been trying to build up the vinyl collection a little bit, and I've went a little overboard, but it's a nice little start. So it's a crazy rabbit hole to go down, but we'll go into it. We'll start with, this was a Goodwill find actually, but I got to show this off. It's The Return of Bruno. Yep, that's right, Bruce Willis album. I think he's still got maybe 1 or 2 other albums released that I'm going to try to eventually pick up just to have them. Alrighty, then we'll get into them. Some of the stuff I picked up over the last, probably, like I said, 6-7 weeks. I picked up the Star is Born soundtrack. This is real nice release. The inside of that is pretty awesome. We grabbed Sister Act 2. I think this was a Half Price Books find. That was pretty cheap. Along with this one as well, Top Gun. Had to have that. As you're going to see, my music taste is all over the place. We got Darius Rucker, the number ones, volume 1. We got Snoop Dogg with Doggy Style. This was a Walmart exclusive. Yep. Can't show what's in there. Blink-182. This is their greatest hits. I think this one was a Target exclusive, actually. We've got Alanis Morissette, The Collection. We got Raised by Rap, 50 Years of Hip Hop. This is a pretty awesome 2-disc, 2 vinyl set here. If you're a fan of rap and hip hop, awesome stuff on this. Oh, here's another awesome one. We got Eddie Murphy, How Could It Be? And this has got Party All the Time on it. So that was an awesome find. We got the soundtrack to Wild Rose. Got the soundtrack to The Commitments. Some of the stuff just came in, so I haven't opened it or listened to it. It's come in over the last couple weeks. We got Digital Underground Sex Packets. Do the Humpty Hump. Got in Nate Dogg, Music and Me. Hey, what do you follow up Nate Dogg with? No Strings Attached. Some In Sync. We got Hootie and the Blowfish, Cracked Rear View. Actually, pretty stoked to listen to this. T-Pain's has made kind of a big resurgence of late, but I did grab this on top of the covers. The glare on these are really bad too. There's that. Follow T-Pain up by Spice Girls, Their Greatest Hits. We got the best of Milli Vanilli. And if you guys haven't watched the documentary that's out, highly recommend. It's actually in my top 10 of 2023. So there is that. We got Warren G, Regulate, G-Funk Era. Let's see, we got Dr. Dre, The Chronic. And then a couple more here. I did pick up Disney 100. This is a 2LP. So that was kind of cool. And then another soundtrack from a movie that was in my top 10 this year. And that is Flora and Son. I think this actually just came out, so happy to get that. I did have the soundtrack from the Al Yankovic story. I had that order sent to me, but they sent me the wrong, Amazon sent me the wrong vinyl, so I got to get that eventually. They've reshipped it back on the way. All right, so let's go into, we'll get into what you guys are here for. We'll get into, like I said, this probably isn't everything. This is just some of the stuff I've grabbed over, some of the stuff I've gotten in, like I said, the last 6-7 weeks. But I did get the Arrow Tremors 2 Aftershocks. I got Barbarella. Another awesome box set from Arrow. Black Hat I grabbed. And, of course, I had to grab Witness as well. Let's see what else is here. We've got... let's see a few of the 2 or 3 Criterions here. There is, I did grab Del Toro's Pinocchio. I did grab Mean Streets on 4K. And the others. Let's see, we've got a couple of Kinos here. Of course, I had to grab Face Off. And we got the Monster Squad. Picked up this from Shout. This was a blind watch I watched. I believe this was on Netflix, and I had to order it right away after I finished. And that is Feast of the Seven Fishes. I know Bob recommends this one as well. So there's that. Let's see what else we got here. Some more, as it falls all over the place over here. Some more Shout and Scream Factory stuff recently. I did pick up Shout's version, or Shout's release of Weird. I do have the umbrella version as well. Got the Dead Zone. Tales from the Dark Side. We got Clue. And picked up Point Break as well. We got, I did grab the complete collection, the release of Psych on Blu-ray. Always got to support this Blu-ray stuff on these TV shows on Blu-ray when we get them. I did grab also the complete series, the deluxe edition that Shout just put out recently of Alf. I have another complete collection of Alf somewhere, different release, but had to grab this one. It's got a bunch of new stuff on it as well, so. Alrighty, let's see what else is in here. We're getting close to winding this up. I had to grab the Warriors. Another awesome Arrow. Arrow really killed it toward the end of the year. I did grab JFK. The Shout Select 3-disc box set there. Did pick up a live from Amazon, the DVD. I watched The Society of Snow like a week and a half ago. Loved that. Wanted to go back and revisit this. I haven't seen a live in a while, so that's all it's got is VHS, Laserdisc, and Blu-ray or DVD release. Hasn't got a Blu-ray release yet. Let's see. I did grab another movie that made my top 10 for the year. Another documentary. And that is Attack of the Doc. And this is signed by Chris Gore, who did this. This is kind of behind the scenes of G4 and the show Attack of the Show. If anybody is a fan of G4, members Attack of the Show, highly, highly recommend this doc. Chris did a great job with it. All right, now let's get into... This is a lot of the stuff from the last couple weeks as far as new release stuff finally. So we got Eddie Murphy Raw. Had to grab that. The 4K of Blood Simple from Criterion. We got the 4K of Lone Star, but I hear floppy disk. I did get in the Raid Redemption, the 4K Steelbook. Another awesome Arrow release, and that is the box set for Carlito's Way. Got this on Groove. Glad I grabbed this almost right away. I mean, not the easiest thing to get right now, but I did grab this as my #1 movie of 2023 as well. The Holdovers on Blu-ray. Got the slip with it as well, so really happy with that. Got in Silver Bullet without a slip. Suitable Flesh. To Live and Die in LA. The Kino release, the 4K. Figured I wouldn't get the slip with this. I kept putting this off and off, but finally grabbed it. And I got a copy of Varsity Blues on 4K. That finally came in as well. All right, so we're down to, let's see what else. We got two or three more things left. I did grab this. Wrestling fans might appreciate this. This is the Sports Illustrated, the Matt Mania. It had Hogan on the cover. I did not pay $20, but I got it for half this. So it was in really good shape, so I just went ahead and grabbed it. Don't see it in super great condition a lot, so I wanted to grab that. And then my last couple of things. This was a Christmas gift. I did get Snoop on a Stoop. This thing's pretty awesome. Open this up. We got the dog in there. And we'll end this crazy haul here with that. Finally got myself a Vanilla Ice. Wasn't horribly priced. I got this fairly reasonable compared to what some of these go for on eBay now. So I was really happy with that. Check out those moves, man. Ice breaking it down. So I was really happy with that. I do have a MC Hammer one coming as well, but haven't got that in yet, so be on the lookout for that. All right, that's going to wrap this crazy long bonkers everywhere video here. So it's just been a while, so I wanted to do this. So I'll try to get back in the habit of doing these on occasion. If there's anything you guys do want to see, let me know down in the comments as far as any kind of content you guys want me to do. I was on KB's channel tonight and did the Gen Z stream he did. So if you check that out when you guys get a chance. A couple of other things that have coming up. I believe next Wednesday I will be on By the Numbers with the Faces for a Radio Crew as we go over some movies there. And then I think on the 30th, I believe that's the date, I will be on with Corey over at Wilkie's, and we'll be doing a movie club. I'm looking forward to that. I think it'll be a fun episode. Came up with a pretty good fun idea for that episode. So hopefully you guys look forward to that. All right, that's the housekeeping. You guys can always find me on Instagram and TikTok. Those links will be down below. Make it a blockbuster night. So, all right, guys, that's enough of this. So until next time.